Good morning, everybody. Now, I thought I'd do a bit of a personal video just for a bit of a change, and I've seen a few of these on Facebook, but on YouTube, sorry, but not a lot. I'm going to be doing a review of the Craft Gin Club December Festive Edition. Now, I've been a member of the Craft Gin Club for the past 3 months. The first box you get half price. Now basically the idea of the Craft Gin Club is you get a box coming through the post. It involves, you get a gin, you tend to get tonics, you tend to get stuff to make cocktails up, you get botanicals, you also get a few extra treats put in for good measure. Now this month's one is obviously the Christmas edition. Now with Craft Gin Club, basically you get 3 options. The first option is you have it monthly, and the normal price is £40 a month. The second option is you have it bi-monthly, which is every other month. And the third option is quarterly. Now I have it monthly, that's just my own choice. Because basically me and my wife both like opening up a box and seeing all the lovely goodies that they sort of send you. Now, obviously this month's came in this lovely box. Quite a big box, as you can see, because it had quite a lot in it. So what I thought I'd do, I'd go through all the bits that you get in a box. Obviously, being December, this box is probably slightly larger than what you would normally get. However, the actual quality of the stuff that you get in the box and the value for money is amazing for what you actually get. So, after opening up the box, you get your magazine. Now, this magazine is normally what is it, about 50 pages long. Oh, this one's 67 pages long. But if you look through it, it's got all recipes, all cooking tips. I'm a big cook, I do all the cooking in the house. And then if you look in the front, let me just try to find it. Got to find it now. There you go. So basically, it tells you all about the gin that you've got in this month's box. I read these. I think it's quite interesting to learn all about the different things. I think the one 2 months ago was all set around William of Orange, which was a Dutch prince who brought gin to the UK, and the gin that they actually supplied was a gin that would have been the first type of gin to a very, very original recipe that was brought to the UK. It's great, it really is, and I think, you know, certainly from learning about gins and learning how to make cocktails, and even throwing in a bit of history, which for me is quite important, as to where the gin's come from, what kind of place it's come from, how it's been made. It's all part of the experience. So anyway, that's the magazine. Moving on to the main event. Ta-da! Right, this is Copperfield London Dry Gin Christmas Carol. Now, I believe this has been specially made for the Craft Gin Club by the company, but if you go onto their website, you can actually see a lot of the other gins that they do. What I like about this bottle in particular is, turn it on the side, and it's like a book. So it's like the books used to have around your nan and granddad's house of A Christmas Carol by I can't remember, but anyway, that's quite a nice little touch. And on the other side, it tells you all about the gin itself, what it's been mixed with and made with. Cheeky bag of botanicals. Now, you tend to get these every month with Craft Gin Club, and I think what's good about this is they try and make it associated A to the gin that you're buying and B to whatever the gin is in the month. Obviously being Christmas, it's cranberries, oranges, all bits and bobs like that. Very nice. Rather nice box of posh German biscuits. They go down well over tea time, and when the in-laws come around for Christmas dinner, I'm sure they'll have one of them with a cup of coffee after dinner. Now, I'll open this already. This is Whittards of Chelsea Festive Tea Selection. Now, when I first got this, I thought it was going to be all just straightforward tea. One you'd have to put in a pot, serve, be quite a bit of hassle. No. It is sort of like that, but it comes in packets. And it's a tea bag. But they've got all different ones. So we've got English breakfast, Marrakesh mint, and Christmas tea. As you can see, you get two of each, so basically a cup for you and your partner each, which is nice. So I expect we'll be having that on Christmas morning. Now, this is Cratchit's Christmas Cocktail Syrup. Now, a lot of the months I've done so far, this has been included. I think last month was a bonfire syrup, which makes a cocktail associated to the time of the season or what your gin's about. This is, as I say, Cratchit's Christmas Cocktail Syrup. Now, I can imagine it's probably all kind of festive herbs and spices and all those kind of things, which would go into that. So yeah, that's a nice touch. We've got some nuts. Now, I don't eat nuts, probably because I've got an allergy to peanuts. So I expect my wife will be eating them. They're roast chestnut and chive peanuts and hazelnuts. Dr. Filbert's. So I'd imagine she'll be enjoying them. Now, this is sherry and tonic spritz. Now, this is blended with tonic water and citrus botanicals. And I think the idea is basically you serve this chilled over ice. And I'm guessing, and I'll say I'm only guessing, you can mix in some G&T, and it's like a sherry tonic kind of festive drink, which is a lovely idea. It's certainly something I'll try and see what that's like. Now, what would Christmas be like without a little bit of fizz? Everyone loves a little bit of fizz. Now, this is Carver, a little bottle of Carver. Again, it's going to probably make quite a nice little cocktail. It's one of the Codorinu. I'm not very good at pronunciations, but it's basically a Spanish Carver. That came in with the box. And last but not least, 4 tonics. All of them are individual. So the first one is pink peppercorn and tonic water. The next one is floral aromatics tonic water. So I'd imagine that's sort of like the flowers and bits and bobs like that all mixed in. The next one is hibiscus. And the final one is Merchant's Heart. Like tonic water. Now, I like these. The only things I find is these are a bit small. So my advice would be is if you're going to make a cocktail or put a lot of ice in the glass with your gin and sort of let it all melt down together, and then that way you get the full flavour of whatever tonic you're deciding to put with it. Now, like I said, your first box from Craft Gin Club is 20 quid with the discount. After that, it then goes up to £40 a month, or whatever one you choose. Now, the good thing about that is that they do a reward scheme. So for every box you get so many points. You can use the points towards money off in their own store, to buy tonics, to buy garnishes, to buy their own products, to buy gin, whatever. And if you get enough points, you can either get another £20 off a box or various other deals that they do on there. So it's well worth going if you do decide to take out a membership. Go into your online store and see all the different deals that they do. So yes, overall, fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Before I finish this video, I'm just going to show you the previous two magazines from the previous 2 months prior to this month, to give you an idea of sort of what kind of gins that they do. Last month was this one, which is a Cambridge Dry Gin. Now, the history behind that one is that they're basically lecturers I believe in Cambridge University, from what I read of it, and they were tinkering around, and they were teaching their students how distilling process. And basically, the upshot I get from reading this is that through trying to make something wrong, they've in effect made it right. Yeah, that gin was absolutely outstanding. Really smooth, lemony kind of subtle notes. Very, very smooth gin. Very, very nice. And the one before that I had was this one. This was the William Orange one I was on about. Now this is the 1689 gin. Again, it used a lot of oranges, cinnamon, all those kind of botanicals in their cocktails. Again, quite a unique gin because it was based on the original gin recipe. So I wouldn't have said that one was to everyone's taste. I quite liked it. And it was certainly a very, very unique gin, but that's part of the parcel of what you get if you take out a craft gin membership. You always run the risk that perhaps 1 month there's not going to be a gin that you prefer over another one. However, all the ones I have had have all been very nice and all completely different. So yes, well, this just wraps up my video of the Craft Gin Club review for this month in December. And from a personal note, I'd like to wish you a very, very Merry Christmas. Like and subscribe to all my other videos. A lot of them are just sort of basic ones that I've taken off of the phone in sort of quite a natural kind of, should we say, environment. It's not orchestrated on a GoPro or anything like that, and it's sort of my channel's sort of centered around my family life, being my daughter, who's probably the most important person in my life, and also my love of aviation, which is also sort of encompassed into all my videos. Now, I thought since I've started doing this one, I might do another one next month just to see what you get in the box. And I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you all have a lovely Christmas with your family or whatever you decide to do, and Happy New Year, and I'll see you next year in 2020. Bye for now.